Cheer. You already know it's your boy Joe back at it again, codingphase.com, the one and only. We are live in the last 30 minutes of the Web Developer Challenge. Okay. I wanted to come in here and remind you guys that I want you guys to go in to codingphase.com and literally go vote. Okay. I want you guys to go through these projects. A lot of these people that came in was part of this challenge. They came in and they put their heart and soul into this project, and I want you guys to vote for the top two projects that you like the most, so that way whoever is the right winner could win this challenge, right? So I'm also gonna show you guys my own project, right? Shout out to my boy Cam Perry. Earlier today when I was reviewing his project, one of the things that I mentioned was because he didn't have that much time to really complete his project, right, all the way through with the idea that he had. I saw his vision, right? I did mention that because he didn't have enough time to go in and complete his project how he wanted it and what he envisioned, right? He probably could have won this challenge, right? But because he didn't get to put in that time that he wanted, guess what? I still had to go in there and say, hey, man, there's some better projects in here, right? And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm guilty myself. I wanted to join this challenge, right? But again, this week is Black Friday. By the way, guys, check out the links in the description. Go to codingphase.com. When you go there, every price there is 50% off. It's Black Friday sale, okay, this whole weekend. So take advantage. Now, because I was so busy this whole week setting up a whole bunch of new things, we got the new CSS Flexbox course, interactive lesson. There's a bunch of stuff that I had to do this week. I was a little bit busy. So yesterday, right, last night, I was doing the challenge and I was doing the project, right? And I thought I was going to have more time today to go in and finish it off and polish it and add the things that I wanted to add to it, right? But even I didn't get to go in and get my vision off. And I'm going to show you guys my project too in here. So you guys could tell me what you guys think of this project that I was building. I'm still going to build it. I'm still going to put it out there. But I wanted to highlight this because it's very important that you understand that sometimes, right? And this is stuff that could happen to me. I got 10 plus years in this game. Someone like him already got like 5 years, 6 years in this game or more, probably like 6, 7 years, right, in this game. That this could happen. Sometimes we don't manage our time, or sometimes we think like, yeah, I got this. I'll leave this for last minute, right? And again, it's funny because me and Cam, we both talked on the phone the other day. I was like, yeah, I'll probably leave it for the last day. It's not going to take me that long to go and knock this out. But sometimes we got big ideas, right, that guess what, takes time, right? And this could happen to any of us, right? So when you are going to either get in a challenge or get into a project, set up some deadlines for yourself and set up some real expectations. And sometimes it's better to come up with something very simple that will take you just enough time to get everything done than you trying to tackle something big, okay? Because then you're gonna fall flat on your face. Trust me, like, and it happens, right? It happens to the best of us. So yeah, man, I want to go in and open up here, right? Right now I'm on my laptop, so it's gonna be a little bit hectic for me to go in and share the screen, but I'm gonna share it right now, and I'm gonna show you guys my project too. Okay, so let me see, hopefully everything works. Okay, here we are, right? So we're on codingphase.com. So for those of you guys that don't know, right, I want you guys to come in. If you're watching this, you could leave this live stream, go to codingphase.com, right, click on community, and when you click on the community, you will register. You could register for free on codingphase.com. You don't have to pay for nothing to be part of the community. I got in some emails of some people like, hey man, do I have to pay to be in the community? Bro, you my peoples, bro. Like, all you have to do is click community. You could register and you could come into codingphase.com and get access to the challenge. So right now, I'm just gonna go over just what the challenge is looking like right now. who might be the winner. Guess what? Sammy Mangini or Mangi, still number one. Why? Because he was the first one to release his project. So he got a lot of votes. Do I think it's the best project? I think there's some other better projects, but this is why it's so important to also go in and shit. If you get to finish it first, you might have an advantage. Okay, that could get you your first couple of votes. But this is why it's so important that we do this live stream, because I want people to come in. I know we get hundreds, if not thousands, of people that come to codingphase.com and to the YouTube channel. Guys, come in, register. Just come in, look at the projects, and vote. I want you guys to choose who you think should win this challenge, right? So again, we have Sammy. This is his project, right? Very nice project. Okay, I really like it too. This was the first project. I appreciated that he was the first one. These are my two favorites, right? You could decide which ones you like the most, but these are the ones that, for me, I'm like, all right, they put in time. They delivered on what the project was, right, and the scenario. Okay, so this is a really good one. I really like this one. Another one that I have here, Kevin Barreto. I think probably this is like my favorite one. This is the one that looks like straight professional. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it looks solid. Okay. Definitely hit all the checkpoints. Everything that he has here. I could tell he took a couple of days in here. And if not a couple of days, he's one hell of a prompter. You know what I'm saying? If he vibe coded this in a couple of hours, like shit, he's one hell of a prompter. But again, the project, it just looks good, looks solid, very good. Okay, has everything that has to do with the actual challenge. I think he killed it, to be honest with you. All right, let me see who else we got in here. We have this other project too that was really, really solid. I really like this one. Okay. Let me see who else we got in here. We got Tommy 21. Okay, this was another solid one too. I like the horizontal scroll. This one was a good one too. I mean, everybody did their thing. My boy Cam came in with, building a game, doing something creative, right? Shout out to him. So again, shout out to him. He definitely put in the work. Okay, I like it, right? He basically created like a bingo card. Raphael C with the email. Okay, very nice. Right? And then we have my boy Antonio. This one was good too. So everybody did their thing, right? Definitely, you could tell some projects are a little bit more professional than others. Some projects were really good, but didn't get to deliver on the full vision that maybe they had. Some other projects were like, beginner stages, right? You can't compare somebody that has 2-3 months of coding with somebody that has a year, 2 years. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or even more than that, right? So again, these challenges is not really to, flex of like who's the best. In reality, it's really to get people to come in, be active, be part of the community, okay? Join Coding Phase, and from there we could help each other out, build a network, guys. This is what I've always envisioned for codingphase.com, where we will have different challenges, different, scenarios where people could come in and basically hone their skills, right? Practice, right? Build up their creative side and understand how to solve problems. Because currently right now, what we have here, this is a very simple scenario. Hey, this is a company, American Food Harvest. It could be a nonprofit, right? They're doing something for Thanksgiving. It could be a giveaway. It could be they're giving out free turkeys. They are giving a percentage of their sales to Feed America, feed hungry kids, whatever, right? There's multiple scenarios that can come from this challenge here. And this is like you're getting a challenge, you're getting a scenario, and then from there it's like you have this situation. How do I use my skills as a developer to actually solve a problem? Okay. So, and this one was just a very simple, like, hey, a landing page, a website. You have all of the creative freedom to create whatever you want. The next couple of challenges that we're gonna be doing is gonna be more intense, right? There's gonna be some that's gonna be very simple, and there's gonna be some that we might go in and be like, hey man, this is a challenge that might take 2 weeks, a month, right? To give people time to come in and create something that will really, wow us, right? And a lot of these projects too, like I said, you can use for your own portfolio, right? Like I look at this project right here from Kevin. Like this is a great project for your portfolio. Like it looks great, solves the problem, it works, right? Like if I go in here, uh, right? Like it has everything, searching nearby, shows you some nearby churches, right? Like it looks good, it works good, right? It's a solid project. Like this is something that he didn't waste his time, like straight up. Like he could use this and add it to his portfolio. Same thing as everybody here. And again, you're gonna see people that's in different levels, different stages. Don't be scared to join a challenge. Don't be scared to challenge yourself. Even if all you know how to do is just build a simple landing page with just a H1, a paragraph, and an image. That's all you know? Cool. Join the challenge. All right. There was about, was it 21 participants, meaning that 21 people put in that, hey, we're going to be part of this. We actually got around 8 submissions. All right. So that lets me know that a lot of people wanted to be part of this, but maybe, it's the holidays, it's Thanksgiving, it was a short notice, it's a 6 days and a half notice, right? They wanted to be part of it, but maybe they couldn't, right? They were busy, right? We still got 27 minutes. So come in here, guys, and definitely vote. Like I said, any one of you guys can come in and vote for these, okay? Whatever you guys might decide for who is the winner, it's up to you guys. But I want to see, right? I want to see that you guys come in here and definitely get to vote. You have 2 votes that you can use. Every single user can vote 2 times. So that way you could say, well, I like this one and I like this one. And I'm giving my vote to both of them. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Let me see who's in here in the chat. Let me see. Cam Perry is in here. Shout out to Cam. What's going on, my guy? So we got Cam. We have my boy, bro, Trippin'. Loyal. You get what I'm saying? Loyal, solid dude. Yo, my man, bro, Trippin', been with me for a long time, man. Every time I see him, I'm like, damn, man. That's, you know what I mean? When I see you, my guy, it hits a spot because I'm like, damn, my boy always comes through, man. And even the days that he can't come through, he'll pop up in a comment like, yo, I ain't get to show up to the live stream, but yo, I watched the video. So I appreciate that, man. That's why it's so important for you guys when you come into this live streams, leave a message in the chat. It's a way to build a relationship in a sense. Like I haven't gotten to chill with a lot of you guys or get to know you guys in person, but it builds that relationship of like, this is a community. This is not like a YouTube channel where it's like, you go in and you just watch your little content, you get your views, right? The YouTuber gets paid from their views and ta-da, keep it moving. They don't know nobody, right? They don't answer to nobody. They don't talk to nobody, right? This is not one of those places. This is really like a community where I like to go in and get to know all of you guys, and whatever I can help you out, if it's through codingphase.com and my platform, if I can help you out there, I'm going to help you out there. If I can give you an advice or give you some pointers or give you a tip, I don't mind doing that. And I like to talk to my community. Again, I always tell you guys this. I don't have no friends that do this thing, right? All my friends is from the streets. All my friends is from New York. Like, them dudes, I'm tired of telling them, yo, come learn to code. Yo, come do this and that. Those guys, they're not trying to do this shit. You get what I'm saying? So, in a sense, You guys are my friends. You guys are the people that I get to talk to and bounce ideas with. So I appreciate it when you guys are in here. So like I said, shout out to Bro Trippin, who's always one of the solid people that always come through. Let me see. Rafael says, thanks for the feedback earlier. I'm going to add some more to my email so I can use it as a portfolio piece. Yes. Rafael, you got a good project there. Now just add a couple of columns, add a little bit more context to what this email is supposed to be. If you want, take your time. This is another thing too that I mentioned in the beginning when I was like launching this challenge. Do research. Before you even code anything, do research. So you could go in and look at nonprofits and sign up to their emails and see what they give you. You could go into your own Gmail account, go to the promotional tab, and see all the emails that you get for a newsletter or a promotional email, and see what type of layouts they have, what type of language they might have in that type of email, and you learn from professionals who have been doing this for years. Because those companies, when they send out those emails, that shit been tested multiple times. They got a copywriter, got a designer, and then has a developer that comes in and builds the vision. Okay, but there's a team behind it, so you get to learn by doing research and going through emails. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? When I want to go in and learn a skill, I go into the pros and I start looking at what they're doing, and then from there I emulate that. And by emulating that, over time you get to learn and pick up like the good habits that they might have and the things that's working for them. Okay, so definitely, you got a great project there. Add a couple of more things, and that's a project that you can add to your portfolio. Let me see. Reading through here. Brother V0 prompt. And again, this is a project. Most of these challenges, like, we can't hide the sun with our thumb anymore. AI is everywhere now. Okay. The truth is that if you're not a good developer, most of the time you're not going to create something that looks good or has everything that a project's supposed to have. A lot of the people that's gonna be in this challenges, they're gonna use AI to speed up the process. But that also shows you the different type of levels, because I'm pretty sure everyone in these challenges, they're gonna use AI. But there's some guys that you could stand out. You say, all right, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to do this shit. He knows how to solve this problem. He knows how to tackle this thing. You can't escape, learning the skill. That's what's gonna make you a better developer. Now, of course, yes, people's gonna use V0, whatever service might be. Like, I'm about to show you guys my project, the one that I'm about to launch. You know, and again, I overdid it, but even I'm using AI, right? There's no point of you going in and be like, well, if I know how to code and I know how to do all this stuff, and be like, well, I'm gonna take something that might take me 2 weeks, when in reality, if I know how to do this, there's nobody that I need to be proving this to. You get what I'm saying? Also, too, when people see your project compared to other people's projects, they'll be like, yeah, he don't know what the hell he's doing. You know what I mean? Because you could go in and be like, well, guys, give me a website for a nonprofit, and it's about Thanksgiving. If you go in and put that shit in Gemini, into freaking Claude Code or whatever, that's just gonna spit back some bullshit. You're gonna need to know how this shit works to be able to explain it and break down exactly each section that you want. Okay. AI right now is really like an extension to your knowledge and the skills that you have. Okay. You could only take it as far as how much you know. Okay. Don't try to skip steps. I see a lot of people that, even in the comment section, I'll be like, sometimes, like, they say some crazy shit like, yeah, man, the AI is taking over, the AI, this and that. Or, hey, what's the point of even learning to code when the AI could do this? I'm like, hey, stupid. Do you know that before all of this AI and all of this shit, there was website builders, right? There's websites like Webflow that you could use. You could go in and be like, well, I'm just going to use Webflow and not even code one thing. And you could do that. But guess what? You're not going to be as good as the guy that actually knows how to code. You're going to build some shit. You're going to fucking Frankenstein some bullshit and put it there. But the guys that know how to code, they're the ones using AI like the pros. You know what I'm saying? So definitely don't try to skip steps. Okay, you have to learn these skills, and you got to go through the first stage of building things on your own. And once you have hit a point where, hey, I know how to do this shit. Don't be stupid like a dinosaur and be like, well, I gotta build this shit by hand. This shit's like steroids right now. You know what I mean? This is Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa right now. Okay, you have to be stupid to be out here and be like, nah, man, I'm not gonna use AI. Like, you gonna you gonna get left behind, bro. You have to use AI because again, you have the knowledge, but the speed is what's gonna change everything from here on. Okay, and the next thing that's gonna change everything even more. I mean, it's already happening is creativity. Okay, you could be a great developer, but if you have zero creativity, right, and you only focus on the code without focusing on the business and design, okay, a lot of people get this shit wrong. They think that design is just making shit, nice and pretty, right? I went to school in, City Tech in New York for communication design. One of the first things that they tell you when you study in design is not about, making shit pretty, right? It's about organizing. That's the point of it, right? And yes, you can make something nice and pretty because now you have color theory, now you have UX, UI, UX design, etc., right? But in reality, design, it's not about going in and be like, well, I just make shit pretty, because you can make something pretty that doesn't work properly and doesn't solve a problem. Okay, it's the same thing as architecture. One of my favorite classes when I was going to college is the fact that when you're learning architecture, it's not about making some shit nice and swivel and making a building that looks all crazy. No, it's like you're building something that's gonna be steady, right? Or sturdy, or solid. That this building could be. It looks modern, or it looks, really like, have the curves and has all this shit. But if it's not sturdy and doesn't serve a purpose, right? There's no point of putting a fucking squiggly line anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So don't get that wrong. Okay, you have to learn about these things, especially nowadays. That's what's gonna create, right, that side of you of being creative. This is why I'm doing these challenges, because if not, guys, I've been doing this shit long enough. What I'm telling you guys right now, this moment in time, it's not about the guy who's the most technical. Okay, those guys that are like extremely technical, they're gonna have a place for them, but those type of roles are gonna be very limited. Now it's about the people that have all three of them, right? Which is design, business sense, and also to the technical skills. If you have a 65, 75, 35, let's say 35 business, 65 technical, 45, in design, you're gonna be solid. You're gonna be good in this industry. If you're a guy that has 100 on the technical side, right, and you have zero on business and zero on design, you're gonna get left behind. Okay, because this shit is no longer how it used to be. This is where the industry is going. Now, it's up to you if you want to listen to me, because again, I'm just a random dude in his living room right now with his hat on. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a random dude with a hat on. You could listen to me that's been doing this shit for long enough, right? Or you could go in and do whatever the hell you want to do, okay? But I could tell you, this is what I get paid for. I get paid to be on top of these type of things and knowing this type of information, right? And understanding how, the tech industry works and what's coming and what's already gone, okay? So definitely you need to go in and pick up those three skills, okay? So let me see. Shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to my boy Eric Guaya. What's going on, my guy? We got Camp Perry, the Cyber Malcolm X, the late night stream. What's up, bro? Yeah, man. I'm about to start doing this shit. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to get back to 2017, Joe. Do a live stream in the morning, live stream at midday, live stream at night. Yo, I was bugging in 2017, bro. I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, I really like, I went so hard, man. I was going so hard at that time. But At that time, I only had one kid, so that's that's a different story, right? Time, your time gets limited. The more kids you have, more responsibility, more shit. You got to give everybody their own time, because if not, you just a deadbeat dad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not that, bro. But I try to do my best, right? Let me see. Shout out to everybody here. We got Renee. Renee, what's going on? Let me see. I love some of your AI advertisement. Are you going to do a course on how to make those? Yeah, we're bringing all of that, bro. We're bringing all of those things right now. I'm getting ready to get into this implementation career path, right? And in reality, it's going to be a mixture between automation and implementation, right? And in there, we're going to go over like NAN, maker.com, how to work with Zapier, like working with tools. This is not going to be a course about or a career path about learning, coding, like how to code. No, this you learn how to code in the uh, content editor, web administrator, right? The web administrator core career path, the Shopify, the email developer, front end developer career paths. You learn all of that information there. In this career path, it's all about knowing how to use the tools. So yes, we're gonna be using a lot of AI, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do all of these things. Okay. I've been spending the last year just in this space of AI. Should have been doing this shit last year, but in reality, like there was things that I had to get done in my own life, right? I needed to get rid of that house, do a bunch of shit to clear my mind so I could get back into focus, and really hone in into the next career paths that's coming to coding phase. But now we're here, right? This is the beauty about where we at right now. And yeah, man, definitely we're gonna have a lot of AI courses in there on Coding Phase. This is why it's so important for you guys to come in, take advantage of that 50% off on codingphase.com. Again, it's for those of you guys that want it. If you feel like, man, you could do this shit on your own, good luck. Okay, if you don't want to waste time, you don't want to be out here like bumping into walls, slamming your head on the keyboard by yourself, and you just want a clear path to get into this game and learn these skills and learn the right ones. Because again, anybody telling you right now, learn React, learn full stack development, they're throwing you some shit that is out of here, bro. I'm telling you guys right now, that shit is out of here. Like those opportunities are damn near dead right now. Okay. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. When you have so many people learning the same thing, I've seen this happen before. This is the same shit that happened with Ruby on Rails in 2011, 2012, even like 2010 when I was like doing research about this. Ruby on Rails was the number one thing, right? There was a huge opportunity with boot camps. And then from there, the corporate companies came in, right? Started opening up boot camps everywhere. And everyone was learning Ruby on Rails. Guess what happened? There was more people that knew Ruby on Rails than there was jobs, okay? Same thing is happening with React and also to full stack development. And when I say full stack development, I really mean like the MERN stack. Anything connected to Node.js, this is what everyone is teaching. If you search right now how to build a software as a service, if you search right now how to build a website, how to do anything, people don't even want to teach you HTML, CSS anymore. They just want to go in straight to React. So what does that do? That basically gets a whole bunch of people hype that they think that they know how to code, right? And then now they'll watch a 8-hour tutorial on YouTube, and then that guy is applying to a job that he's not even qualified to be applying to, right? So then now you might actually know React, you might actually know how to build full stack applications, you're applying to jobs, but guess what? You're not gonna get seen, right? And getting seen is like getting a lottery ticket, because everybody and their mother has the same skill as you. So now those jobs, if there's, let's say, I don't know, let's say there's 30,000 jobs, right? For React, let's say, and it's probably less than that. It's like 5 to 8,000 new jobs that get opened up every single month. For those of you guys that haven't been looking at the job statistics and all this shit, this year has been the worst year ever, right? For new jobs being created, right? So guess what? So if there is 8,000 and then basically 500,000 people just got laid off who have computer science degrees, who have already experience working at major companies, and a lot of them also do know React, also do know Node.js. Guess who are the companies going to be giving priority to? It's them. But guess what? The YouTubers, the influencers, the gurus, they still giving you the same shit of like, hey man, learn React, learn Node, learn this and that. And it's like you're not gonna get results like that. Like when you are a self-taught developer, your edge is not to compete with people that is getting laid off that have 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years of experience. You have zero chances there. Okay? So you have to look for alternative ways and alternative places where those people might not be applying to, so you could be a big fish in a small pond. If you are a small fish in a big ass sea, right? Ain't nobody finding you there. There's enough sharks eating up everything, and there's enough little fishes trying to do the same shit as you. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense to some of you guys, right? But that's how this shit is. So a lot of people right now is doing the same thing, and it sucks because it's like I wish my channel was bigger, right? And I'll tell you why. Not because it's for me, my own fucking self grandiose bullshit, but like I just want to be fucking famous. I don't care about that shit, right? I don't want to have 1 million subscribers, right? I fucking had videos that were like 1 million, 2 million subscribers, million views, and I turned that shit off because it was just, putting me too much out there, which I don't even want to be like that. I just want to be like low key helping people that want to get helped, and that's it. But I wish I was as big as, somebody. Shout out to my boy Traversing Media, or even my boy Gary Simon. They're pretty big in their genres and their categories of development and and just in this tech space. But I feel like if I was more bigger, I think I could do a bigger impact with beginners, because again, a lot of people, and I'm not saying Traversing Media or my boy Gary Simon, they do what they have to do, but the other people that have the 500,000, right, the 700,000, the 800,000, all of these people that the beginners go to them looking for advice and thinking that they're gonna get the best advice, they're not giving them the best advice. There's a guy there, I forgot his name. I don't even want to mention people, but something Tim. I don't know him like that, right? But something like that. I think that's his name. I don't know. But they're still pushing this idea of like, yo, we could get you into 100, 200,000. Can we stop with the bullshit? Like, I wish people would go in and just be honest, man. Like, you're selling these programs at $2,000, $3,000, sometimes even $8,000, because a lot of them don't even teach nobody. What they do is they connect people to other boot camps. They're the mouthpieces, right? So they'll go in, sign you up to a boot camp, right? And they have no responsibility for you. So when they throw you to the wolves and they sell you a dream, because there's a difference between a guy who is a computer science major, right? Graduated from maybe a decent university, and he's looking for like, okay, how do I do this? How do I navigate this? How do I get this job? Maybe that could give them the advice, or it'll help them out in that realm. But what happens is that the way how they're giving advice, they're not being selective. They're not filtering the people that go to them, because in reality, they don't give a fuck. They don't care about if somebody, like right now, a dude that's like, hey, I use this example because so many people that follow me have this career. I'm a truck driver, Joe. My time is limited. I'm trying to get a job. I'm trying to do this and that. And I go in and I give you this advice. You following me, and I give you an advice, a general advice, right? That could maybe work for somebody that just graduated college. But I'm not telling you that's watching me, hey man, this shit is for people that is coming out of college. Because in reality, they don't care about the actual person that's watching this. They say, okay, cool. As long as I could help 5%, 10% of the people, all this extra 80, 90% of the people that this advice doesn't fall for them, that's not my business. If they signed up to that boot camp, they should have did their own research, right? And that's the mentality that a lot of these people have. For me, it's different. For me, is I know who's my target audience. I know who are the people that I'm trying to help. I know that I'm trying to help beginners and to navigate this, right? And I know that I'm not talking to the guy that just graduated college. I'm not talking to the guy that, just got laid off at Meta, right? So my advice and the way how I talk and the way how I deliver this cuts through and filters those people out. When they come in here, they'll be like, yeah, this advice is not for me, right? And I do that specifically so I wouldn't give them a bad advice. It's the same thing when somebody comes in from, like, I don't know, I'm from Uganda, Joe. I'm from Antarctica. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe, how can I get a visa to go to the US and work in the US? I can't give you that advice because I don't know that information, right? And that's a responsibility as a quote unquote somebody who's online. Let's just say influencer or fucking, again, I'm a business owner that's on YouTube that also does this thing for fun. But shit, you could put me in that influencer world. So if you put somebody in that influencer world, right, that means that you have influence, right? And if you go in and give bad advice, you could derail somebody, right? And that's the problem that I hate sometimes when I be seeing some of these people that give advice and all this shit, because they don't filter their messaging. Is not filtered, right? They don't put a filter through it. So when somebody goes in and searches how to become a web developer, and their first video is, well, you need to go to the web developer roadmap, right? Go to roadmap.sh and click on full stack developer. Then from there it goes in as, well, you got to learn Node.js and React and this. And it's like, there's no fucking jobs for that shit right now. So now you go in and derail this poor, this poor fuck that was like, yo, he's on his last dime, right? He's on his last fucking thing of, like, he's like, in his head, he's like, yo, I'm gonna try this shit out because, man, I don't see no way out. So if I'm gonna do this thing, this guy tells me, well, he got 1 million subscribers. Let me go and follow what he says. Let me see. He must know some shit because 1 million people following him. I got to follow what he's saying. Now you derail this person because you didn't put a filter through your fucking messaging, right? Where you could go in and say, hey, man, this stuff is for the guys that just graduated college. This stuff is for the guy that's 20, 21 years old that don't have nothing else to do, that can sit down for 6 months doing leak code, right? This is for them, right? And people don't go in and they don't understand that there's so many different audiences watching them. And by giving them the same advice of, like, hey, man, you keep doing the same shit, you're giving the same advice that was from 2017. One thing that you guys will notice from, if you watch me here, is that my messaging changes according to the times, right? My messaging changes, is the same messaging, right? Because I'm geared towards beginners and helping them out. But if there's an opportunity that's happening now, that's what I'm gonna tell you to do. I don't go in and say, well, this shit is written in stone. Hey guys, learn React, learn Node.js, and I don't tell you to learn nothing else. This is what they do. And then people come in here and be like, yo, they'll go in and spend 6 months learning a bunch of shit that they didn't have to learn to get a job. And then on top of that, when they go into the job market, no one's hiring them because they got no experience. So now they're in this infinite loop coming back online. And then these are the same people that from there, they become frustrated. And the worst part of it is, like, a lot of these influencers will go in and they have no responsibility from you. So they'll give you an advice and say, hey, man, what you got to learn is this, 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 and this. You should check out the links in my description. And the links in the description, they have nothing to do with that shit, which means they are a mouthpiece connecting you to a third party. That third party goes in, has you on a call. This guy already fucking computed you, put the battery on your back. Yo, this is what you're going to do. You're going to get $150,000 to $200,000. Then they go in, put you in the next fucking funnel. The next funnel is, now you sign up to a boot camp. The boot camp takes you, have you sign to contract. Now they pass you along to a fucking bank. Now you owe $7,000, $8,000, $10,000. I've seen people owing $20,000, $25,000 to a bank, right? Because they signed up to a boot camp. But then now, the guy that got you into this whole fucking funnel and put you in this shit, he has zero responsibility for you. Ain't that some shit? So the guy that you came to find advice from, right? So he could help you out and give you some pointer because supposedly he got years and he's helped other people, etc. He goes in, puts you in a fucking on a grinder and washes his hands. And it says, well, I didn't tell you to sign up to that book. I just told you check out the links in my description. You get what I'm saying? So that's the shit that sucks about, sometimes I'll be like, man, I wish if I wanted to go that hard, I would be one of these guys going to a conference. I would be one of these guys doing a million fucking YouTube, doing all the trendy shit to get a lot of views, right? But to be honest with you, I don't want to do that shit. Why would I want to do that shit? That shit do mad work, right? For no fucking reason. But the only reason that I will have to do that is to really make a change because some of these people, they don't have no scruples. They don't have no morals, right? It's like everything is a bag for them, right? And they could care less if you go in and you sign up to some shit that you're not going to get results. You know what I'm saying? For me, when you come to Coding Phase, I care about every single person that comes to Coding Phase. Now, of course, I can't give the shit out for free because I got to do some work and I got to pay for all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? None of this shit is free. Don't get this shit twisted and be like, yo, even when you come to Coding Phase, come to the challenge and sign up, I got to pay for the hosting. I got to pay for the advertisement. I got to pay for all the tools that we use. I got to pay for the team that go and searches for the jobs. I got to pay for all of this shit. Everybody got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Everyone gets paid. No one does anything for free. Okay? So I have to pay them. Right? So I have to charge something. Right? But in reality, I'm like, I'll be thinking about them like, man, I wish if I could get that exposure to just be like, just explain. Because I've seen so many people that come to me 6 months later, a year later, 2 years, 3, 4 years later, be like, damn, I wish I would have found you before. This is what everyone says. They're like, man, I wish I would have found you before. And it's because I'm giving realistic expectations, giving real results, right? And my shit is not written in stone. These guys, their shit is written in stone. Like, yo, like this shit worked 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. We're in 2025. You can't give the same fucking advice. When that shit, literally right now, that shit is dead. It's like right now, like email development. Guys, if email development was dead and it was like, yo, that's it, this shit is done, I wouldn't even tell you to learn email development, right? The reason why I still tell you guys for email development is because email development is not going away at all. You have to understand how e-commerce works. E-commerce, you have to go in and drive people into the websites to buy products. The emails is the things that warm the people up. The ads is the things that go in and remind people of whatever service or products is there or gives them awareness to it. But it's the emails that warm somebody up. Once you go in and you register somewhere, it's the emails that's going to get you to sign up. It's not the advertisement. It's not the YouTube. It's none of that shit. It's the emails. That's how companies go in and have 20 to 30% of the whole revenue. And it's a recurring revenue that you're going to always get because you have direct contact to your consumer. And it's through emails. It's not through advertisement. Advertisement is expensive. Emails is free. You get what I'm saying? Emails is not going away. So that's why I go in and still tell you, hey, y'all got to be doing email development, right? Because there's results there. And there still hasn't gone to a point where they'd be like, well, we need experience. Well, we need a degree. Well, we need this and that. The day that happens, I go in and be like, hi guys, we got to remove email development out the picture. These other fucking people, they don't do that shit. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, y'all still pushing fucking Node.js and React right now? When all these people, you see them in the comment section, man, I got 9 months looking for a job. You know the amount of people that I see on TikTok that be like, man, I can't find a job. And every single one of them is like a fucking React and Node.js developer. Every single one of them. None of them know Java. None of them know C#. None of them know PHP. None of them know something like Angular or Vue.js. They don't know none of that shit because the influencers only gave them React and Node.js. So if there's no results there, why are people still pushing that shit? Very simple. That's where a lot of the top paying jobs is. But guess what? If you can't get a job without experience, what's the point of fucking learning that shit? But I'm just a random dude with a hat on. We're gonna put you in a fucking infinite loop. Yo, that shit is fucked up. Yeah, ain't that some shit? A dude, you go in and ask for advice for somebody, and this dude put you in an infinite loop. For those of you guys that don't know what an infinite loop is, it's like a never-ending thing, because if like you gotta have that variable, right? Okay, that says, well, if I could learn the skill, right? Let's go pseudocode right now, guys. I'm gonna learn the skill, right? And when I learn the skill, I could get a job. Okay? But if this variable that is the one that controls the infinite loop, right? If this variable that says until you get experience, you get a job. If that shit does not switch over, that means you're gonna be learning the skill, applying, nothing happens. Learning the skill, applying, nothing happens. Learning the skill, applying, nothing happens. Now, if you go in and have an opportunity where you say, well, guess what? I don't need experience because you don't have experience. What can I work on this? I learned this skill, boom, got a job. Okay, now I got experience. So now I could go into the other things that need experience, and now I could get those jobs. But if I put you on the side where, hey man, learn this shit where you need experience, where everybody knows the same shit as you, nobody's special when they know this thing, and guess what? There's a bunch of people laid off right now that only know that shit too. Guess what? You in an infinite loop. You're not getting a job out here. You're going to be out here on TikTok crying, talking about, man, I signed up to a boot camp and, you know, I'm fucking about to lose my house. I'm about to lose my car because I got to pay for this shit. They're fucking trying to repo my shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. People don't care. Shout out to everybody in here. We got a couple of people in here. Again, sorry I get into this little rant, but it's good conversations because it's important messaging that needs to be out there. Okay? Coding program says, speaking facts, first time I have ever seen you in college. Sherry Jones makes you distinguished. This is just, you know, I didn't even want to put this shit on. This is, you know, it's Thanksgiving type shit, you know, everybody dressed up in my house. You know how this shit is. Everybody wants to take pictures. The kids gotta look cute. Joe gotta put a fucking collar shirt now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got me with a collar shirt. Look at this shit. This shit's not even fucking button right. Like, you know what I mean? They're trying to bring Joseph back, bro. Like, I'm at home. I'm like, I don't want to take no pictures, right? But, you know, it's the kids and stuff like that. But it is what it is. But that's funny. It's like, yo, Joe looking distinguished. Yo, I'm about to switch it up. I'm about to start putting the quarter sips. One of the things too, like, there's things I'll be like, yo, I want to go in and dress up more and whatever. But it's so freaking hot here, like in Florida, bro. Like, if I was like in New York, you will see me with different gear, different shit all the time. It's so hot here in Florida. Like, even right now, I'm freaking sweating like crazy because it's so hot right now. And, you know, in the north is different because the north is like, okay, you gotta fucking, it's hoodie weather. Like right now would be nice, you know, put on a nice little shirt, little quarter zip, you know what I'm saying? Look, you know, looking fresh. Here, bro, I'm in the crib, bro. Like, that's why you're gonna see me with a t-shirt on, a hat on. Like, I'm in the crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm not selling my image. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of these dudes, but like, yo, look at me in my big ass house. Look at me, guys, with the Lambo. I'm not that guy. I'm a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? When I'm home, you're going to find me in chancletas and some shorts. Sometimes I might be out here in boxes, and you don't even know it because I got a t-shirt on. You ain't even know it. Just out here fucking free balling, and you ain't even know it. I'm at home, bro. Nah, I'm joking, man. I always got clothes on, but but that's the truth though. People be like, yo, people don't even know what's below the waist. It's like you never see Joe below the waist. You don't know what's down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. I'm not one of these dudes selling the image, bro. I'm just a regular guy, man, in the crib, running an empire from the office. Right now, I'm in the living room and shit. We was just watching. After we ate, I ate 2 times. Freaking, I feel mad fat today. I haven't ate this much. We ate earlier, like at 1 o'clock, and then from there we ate again, like at 8, 9 o'clock. Got hungry again. I'm like, oh man, I feel disgusting. Got to go on the bike tomorrow for sure. But yeah, man, we watch Final Destination, the new one. That shit is crazy. A little graphic. I feel bad. I'm like, my kids are scared. I'm like, maybe they're not supposed to watch this, but let them man up. It is what it is. I was watching fucking The Exorcist and all type of crazy shit when I was like 4 or 5 years old. So I did all right. You know what I'm saying? So Final Destination, my son is like, yo, can you walk me up the stairs? I'm like, bro, that shit is a thriller. That shit is not even horror. Like if I put you watching, The Exorcist, the freaking Child's Play, or freaking Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, that's something I'll be like, damn, that's torture for a little kid. And I was watching that shit young. So it's like, bro, like it's just a little fucking thriller, man. Like Final Destination is no horror movie. But yeah, man, that shit was funny. So we did that, and just been here in the crib right now, bro. Let me see, we're in through here. React 2019. Word. It's true. People, you might not believe it. React is amazing. It's beautiful. It's a great framework. I use it every day. It's kind of selfish and we're like, don't learn React right now. And it's not that I don't want you to learn React. It's just you got to have your priorities. You got to understand the difference between learning something for your own personal gain, right? And for your own hobby. And learning something for you to get a job, right? There's two different things. It's like me, like right now, I would love to be just, if I was a beginner and be like, hey guys, just learn about WebXR, game development with 3D and 3JS, right? Using React 3 Fiber. That shit is super dope. It's super cool. But when you come to me, you come into me because you want to get results. You want to get a job. You want to make money, right? So I got to give you the advice that's going to help you make money, get experience, and get you into the game. I can't give you the advice for some shit because I don't do hobbies, right? Like we don't code for hobby here in Coding Phase. We code to make money out of this shit. Okay, your time is limited. You're a grown ass man. You're a grown ass woman. So that 1 hour, 2 hours that you have, we're gonna go in and maximize that shit, so you could get results, right? I'm not gonna put you on a path for you to have a hobby and you be like a super senior developer with a bunch of fucking projects on open source and you can't even make $1. Talking about I code for food. I don't want you to be in that situation. I want you to be in a situation where it's like, okay, if I'm learning the skill with the limited amount of time that I have, I'm doing it so I could get paid. So I could go in and get some results out of this. React right now, it's for a beginner, it's a lottery ticket. Shout out to everybody in here. Let me see. Spent 4 years and most of the stuff they learned already outdated. Yeah, that shit, that's how it is. The shit is, like I always say, written in stone, man. Word. That's so true, bro. Like, bro forgot to add an array dependency under use effect, running an infinite infinite loop till the browser's tabs start crashing. Yeah, bro. That's how some of these people that be having some of these new people in the game on a fucking use effect. Have you in a major side effect. Your shit just fucking re-rendering a million times until the browser crashes. And they don't care. They'll go in and be like, yeah, man, they made their back because they don't have to see nobody. You think some of these dudes, you're going to bump into them in the streets? You think you're going to go in the mall and you're going to bump into somebody? These dudes is living on a fucking rock somewhere, on a fucking mountain somewhere, on top of a tree somewhere, right? They don't go outside. I go outside. I got to be the one that be like, I got to show face. You might see me in your local strip club. You might see me in the local spot. Me and you might be at the food fucking truck. And you be like, oh shit, Coding Face, what's up? Yo, you put me in that boot camp. Let me talk to you. I'm going to need that fade. You get what I'm saying? So now I got to run the fade with you because I put you in a boot camp that didn't get you no results. These other guys, they don't need to be outside. These motherfuckers, they live in the middle of nowhere. They're not social. They're not going nowhere. So it's very easy for them to go in. I'm never going to meet none of these people. And they fucking go in and be like, yo, put you on a fucking infinite loop. You know what I'm saying? On a use effect without a dependency. You go. Yo. They put you in a use effect without a dependency, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your shit is, they don't care. They never gonna see you. Me, on the other hand, I gotta come outside. I gotta see people. You know what I'm saying? When I go outside, I got my head up high. Nobody can come in like, damn, this dude scammed me. This dude, this. These guys, they don't care because they never got. No one's gonna see them. Good luck's trying to bump into one of these fucking guys. They don't go outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm just imagining if I start doing some of the shit that these fucking people be doing, like that shit be crazy. Like, you know how many times I go to spots and I be bumping into people and be like, yo, you code? I'm like, yeah, I code. You that guy from YouTube, right? Yeah, I code and coding phase, you know what I wanted. Yeah, bro, I've been watching you for years, da. And chop it up. Yo, let me get your number. I give him my number. I don't care. I know I'm good out here. You know what I'm saying? But some of these dudes, you ain't gonna bump into them at all. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers put you in an infinite loop, sign you up to a boot camp. They get paid $500 to $1,000 a pop, right? Imagine that just with a 1% of the audience that they sign into some of these boot camps and shit like that. They're good. This is why they be fucking, they be chilling. They got the 7 fucking computers, 7 screens, and that's all for you. And you don't even know it. And the day when you go in, be like, yo, let me talk to you. You can't find those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm outside. I gotta watch my back if I was to be doing shit like that. Go to a food truck, chilling. A dude pops up like, yo, didn't you sign me up to this boot camp in 2022? Let me talk to you, bro. I'm gonna need you to run me my fade right now, bro. Now I gotta go in there. I gotta take off my fucking chain. I gotta put my hat to the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm in there, like, you know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes, they're not gonna do that shit. Straight up. Word, man. Shout out to Ricardo. Give me 1 second, guys. Woo. Damn. All right. So, let me show you guys my project, right? Let me see what's going on. So who won? Let's see who actually won the challenge. Okay. So it seems the deadline passed. So there you go, right? Look at that. So the winner of the vote, right, seems to be Sammy. Shout out to Sammy. Came in. He was actually the first one to submit his project, and he was the first one to actually go in and get his project done, which gives him a little edge. He got a couple of extra votes. A lot of you guys probably never went in and voted. Like I told you, we got hundreds, if not thousands of people in here, right, that come into this live stream. Nobody voted for the other people. Me personally, I mean, congratulations to Sammy. I personally think that the best project was this one. You know, I mean, it is the best project out of everything here, but I guess people didn't go in, take their time, go to Coding Phase, click on the community, and go vote. It is what it is. Sometimes shit happens like that. Okay, maybe this is where you got to go in sometimes and put yourself out there. Some of you guys, what's your name? Kevin Barreto, Ezra. Some of you guys, you got to campaign for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? You got to go in for one vote, two votes. Probably would have won. 2, 3 votes. Go tell your mom sign up to Coding Phase. Your mom, go to Coding Phase, hit the community tab, sign up real quick. I'm not catching this L. You know what I'm saying? But congratulations to Sammy, Main G, on winning the actual challenge, man. Don't worry, the next one we're gonna go in. We're gonna do a 2 week challenge, right? So that way we have enough time for people to come in, vote, and also more people to come and see this project. Okay. Exhaust says like, yo, he's laughing. So yeah, let me see. I'm gonna open up my project to show you guys what I did. Okay, let me see. Where is it? npm run dev. Okay, here we go. So my project was Keyboard says, hey, that's me. Is all right. Maybe next time I'll win the challenge. Yeah, man, you did really good, bro. I think your project was really solid. I think, personally, that's who I voted that I think should have won. But again, some people already had the edge. It's a couple of little votes. And don't worry, this is the first challenge. A lot of people don't even know about this. As people start seeing these videos, this live streams, they're gonna see more of these challenges, and more people's gonna come in and vote. Also, too, this new version of Coding Phase is a new platform. A lot of people still learning how to get to the challenges and this and that. So, just being part of the first one, that's not gonna go away. You're still there. Number two, when people go through the projects, they're gonna see, the level of your project, and they're gonna show some respect. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna go and jump on the second one, right? So definitely come through for that one. So yeah, let me show you guys my project. And just like Cam, right? I just didn't have enough time to really get everything how I wanted it. But this is my project. This is what I was looking at. I said, okay, cool. Let's go in Turkey Survivors, right? So in here, I don't know if you ever played what's the name of this game? Vampire Survivors. I went in. I actually added Turkey Survivors, right? So you have multiple waves, created all of this, all of these characters, have the little turkeys trying to attack you. And this shit was kind of fun. I actually I actually wasted like half an hour playing this shit, trying to go in and beat the game myself. But there's still things that I still wanted to do more to this, because the goal for this wasn't just to build a game for like Thanksgiving, but to connect it to the scenario. So a game like this was good, but I needed to connect it to the idea of Thanksgiving, which was the part that I'm missing. So I was working so much in the game, creating the assets, the images, the animations, and all of this shit, right? But the piece that I'm missing is connecting this. So the idea is that depending on your score, right? Depending on your score of whatever you make, right? They will match you in dollars, right? So it's every score is a cent, right? So if you got 470, that's $4.80, right? If you make it to let's say 100, right? which is like what, like 10,000 around there, or 100,000, right? They will go in and match $100 um, for how you call this thing, for for feeding the needy, right? The hunger, right? Feeding people who's hungry, etc. And that was the whole idea of this game, right? So this company having this special, the special freaking game, for not nothing commercial, but like a good idea to bring in for kids, right? So have kids who basically love to play video games, give them a little bit of information on what's gonna happen with with the score. The score is counted by cents, and then this company will match whatever it is that's your highest score. So if you go in and you get the highest score, then from there they go in and give that money to for donations. And at the end of the game, either when you lose, right, like let's say right now, let me see if I get killed real quick. When you die, basically at the end it will show like a video of where your money is gonna go, of whatever your score is. Okay, and that was the idea of it, right? Now, of course, just like I said, my boy Cam, the idea was there, the vision was there, but because I didn't have enough time, I didn't get to complete it, and that's why I didn't even get to submit it, because I still, as you can see, I still needed some more assets, like for, like this is bullets, this red things are supposed to be an axe, so there's a couple of extra images that's still missing, the final piece. I mean, I got the health system working, I have the experience level working, I have the weapon system working, I have the wave system working. So what I'm missing is the last piece, which will connect it to the company and the nonprofit, which is the actual donating of money to charity, right? So yeah, that was the project, man. So let me know what you guys think. I think it would have been a good project to add for the challenge, but just like like I was telling Cam, by not having enough time, and we both guilty of that shit, because we talked about it. It was like, man, I'm not gonna have chance to do it, because it's like so, it's such a hectic week for me. But I said I'm gonna still try to do it, and I tried to do it last night, and I said I thought I was gonna have more time today. I was like, okay, I'm gonna knock it out, from 8 o'clock to like 10, 11. But guess what? The kids want to freaking watch a movie. Wifey want to chill a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And we still got to chill after this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go to bed pretty soon. So we got to celebrate properly for Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Right? So we still got to give time to the family. So sometimes leaving things for last minute, you shoot yourself in the foot. And yes, games do take time. So yeah, so right now, look, right now, it says game over, right? Boom, the game lost in the game. So in here, it's supposed to tell you, hey, we will be matching $4,500, or not $4,500, $45.20 to the local churches to feed the kids on Thanksgiving, and then from there, give like some highlights of like the nonprofit. So you get a chance to come in, play it, and then they also match whatever you have on your score. So that's the second part that I'm missing for this project, because creating a game, it is fun, right, and it is something creative, right, but at the same time, right, it just takes a lot of freaking time. Like if I was to go in, let me see. One of the things that took the most time for me was creating the sprites. So let me see if I show you guys the process, right? So let me see. Let me open this. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, so creating the sprites takes a lot of time, right? This was the process. Came in from this. First, I had the logo here, created the logo for American Harvest Foods. Then from there, I was like, okay, let's go in and start building the actual background for the game. And as you can see, how to go in, remove a couple of things in every single step. Then I had the idea of creating the character, and I still got to add a couple of more characters to it. Like, it was fun. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, building this project was really fun, and that's why I'll tell you guys, like, you gotta go in and you know, and build some of the stuff. You know, like, challenge yourself, right? So started building this little character, right? Got the piggy, right? Got the gangster, gangster, um, the gangster turkey. And shout out to Gemini, man. Gemini got me pissed off because I'm like, I'm trying to get this thing. I'm like, yo, build a gangster piggy, right? It gives me this bullshit, right? Now I have to go in and fucking put it. Now create a ghetto pig. Like, why does having a hoodie and a hat, why does Gemini consider this ghetto? Shaking my head, bro. That shit had me annoyed. I was like, yo, this is crazy, right? Even the AI's got some fucking racist shit to them. Oh my god. So yeah, so then creating the assets for this. Okay. Um, Creating this asset here. Got this one. Got this little buddy right here. Then let me see. Then we bringing out the bear. I said change the bear. Give him some, give him iced out. Give him a bust down. I said give the bear a bust down, right? So yeah, that shit was taking mad time to just perfect it how I wanted. The idea was gonna be the turkeys was like the lower enemies. The piggy was like the middle. Then the bear was like the boss coming through, right? And it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to kill. And yeah, so then from there we had to go in and build like the attacks. That was a little bit freaking annoying because these things is good, but they're not that good for animation, like creating sprites. So you gotta be very, very specific. And then from there we had the title, and then I just continue like building other stuff uh, towards the game, and all of that takes time. So yeah, man. Yeah, Nano Banana's pretty good, man. AI taking over, yes, sir, man. That's how it is. You got to know how to use all of this shit, bro. It's a must now. Okay, if you don't know how to use these tools, you're getting left behind, man. Because you could do all of this stuff. It's like me, I could build this game, build multiple, 2D games. I've done this shit like a million times. But would I be able to get that much of the game completed within 2 hours, 3 hours that I had open yesterday? Probably not. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important to do it. Like, if I was to go in and this game will be extremely polished. If I go in and I take a week on it, bro, a week is like almost damn near 7, 8 months of coding, of like me building something. Now in 1 week, I'm knocking shit out quickly. Yeah, man. You just got to be very specific and know how you building things and give it enough reference. If you want to build some sprites, one of the best things to do is find a good sprite sheet so Nano Banana can know exactly where to place the sprites. And then from there, you go in and tell it exactly what to build. And sometimes it's not going to be perfect. You're going to have to go in, edit the files, and move it in Figma. And with Figma, you could export it. And then from there, you have all you need for whatever game you might want. Okay. But yeah, guys, listen, this has been a fire live stream. We hanged out a little bit over here. I wanted to let you guys know, like, to come in and vote. Some of you guys listened, some of you guys didn't listen. I said come in. It takes 2 minutes, okay? But hopefully, for the next one, if you still haven't joined codingphase.com, like I said, we have a 50% off right now. It's right there, right in front of you, okay? Sign up, take advantage. $30 a month. That's $1 a day. $182 for the year. That's it. That's damn near you. Right now, you buy a sneaker, and you got a whole year of Coding Phase. Okay, all the courses, all the services, everything that we provide for a whole year on Coding Phase for this Black Friday. So take advantage. Now, if you cheap as hell, or you like, man, I don't want to pay for shit, just join the community, bro. Join the community. There's a lot of cool things that we're gonna be adding to the community that you could just be part of. So it is what it is. All right. Let me see, reading through here. Yeah, bro. This college is, I don't know if college is not a scam. It's just like you gotta go to the right university. You gotta know what you're doing. You know, it's not as easy as you got a degree and you got a guaranteed job. It doesn't work like that. All right. So is college a scam? I went to a boot camp in 2020. I got a job, but got laid off after 3 months, and I can't find another job since. Can you please help me? Look, my advice is come to codingphase.com. There's only so much that I could do for you here on YouTube, right? In YouTube, I could just go in and give you a general advice. Codingphase.com. I'll go in, look at your situation. If you tell me, Joe, I want to start working and I want to start getting paid, we'll make it happen, okay? Clearly, you already know how to code. Clearly, you already was working somewhere else. Now we just got to help you pivot and look at the new opportunities that's already here where there's not a lot of competition, right? And that way you could go in and stand out. If you tell me, Joe, that's what I want to do. I want to get paid. I want to get into the game. Help me out with this. I got you. If you in here like, yo, Joe, I'm a full stack developer with React, and you have your mindset set on that shit, you got to sit down, wait on your ticket until somebody calls it, right? When they call that lottery ticket, then you won, and you be a millionaire. You get what I'm saying? But if you come to me like, yo, Joe, I want to start working now, I got you. I could help you out, okay? Again, I'm not here to convince people. I'm here to help out those that want to get helped, okay? We've been doing this shit for long enough, 8+ years. So if your goal is, I'm tired of fucking applying to jobs and I can't get hired, yeah, come to my website, bro. I got you, okay? Let me see. Do you think the market will get saturated with non-devs using AI to build websites and software as a service? I don't think that it's going to be saturated in that sense, because if I need a developer, if I want to hire a developer, I'm going to hire a developer, right? Now, there's people who have certain backgrounds, meaning like, for example, like they know an industry and they know what that industry is missing, that have an edge over developers. Most developers, all they know is how to code. They don't have a background in multiple industries, multiple, things. Again, I talked about this earlier in the day of like design, marketing, business. A lot of developers, they don't know none of that shit. They just know how to code. They're waiting on a ticket for somebody to tell them what to build, right? Very few developers actually know what to build, right? And there's people who maybe worked in the industry as a marketer, right? And they know what that industry needs. There might be somebody who works in e-commerce and knows what that industry needs, right? There might be somebody who works in the medical field and they might know what that industry needs. And now they don't need to wait until a developer builds it for them. They could build an MVP using AI. Now, is that going to be the best application? No, right? This is where developers are still going to be needed because you need somebody to actually know how to build this shit. Now, you could build an MVP, right, and get something going, but as money starts coming in, what you're going to do? You're the founder. You're not going to be coding this shit. You don't even know how to code. You just built some shit using AI and got it to a point where it could be sort of a business. So now that you have some money coming in, you're going to hire some experts and people that know what they're doing. That's where developers is still going to have a job, right? So that's the thing that you have to understand. It's a two different conversations, right? The developers that want to go and work at a company, right? They're going to be needed, right? But there's also going to be people who are entrepreneurs that just have ideas that most developers don't have, and they'll create the application using AI and they'll build it from there. So, you know what I mean? So that's the thing. That's what happens. But I don't think that, the developer's job is going to disappear anytime soon. You need people to have experience in this shit and expertise. But definitely there's going to be a lot of people that you're going to see it. Like a lot of people is going to become millionaires. A lot of people is going to become fucking super rich, and going to go past by the engineers, the developers. And it's true. It's going to happen. Right. And that happens even now, and even before AI was around. Those guys you see, like those guys, they make bread because they have ideas, and that has always been the